uncut.
Live and uncut. Two uncut hogs on the air.
Ew. I mean, well, yeah.
Just two. I don't even know where to go with that.
Self-identify as an uncut hog.
Do you self-identify? You don't, or you do?
I do.
You do? Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm. Look at
I don't
me.
want to misidentify you.
Look at me.
True. Look at me.
I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm an uncut hog.
Yeah. Uncut hog.
I don't
lover.
I'm a mother.
All these things that you
I'm not.
None of these are true.
Any of them.
Well, bitch, maybe.
Yeah. Lover sometimes.
Yeah. Fighter.
Sure. Yeah. I'm a daughter.
That's true. You could have said
not
that.
A mother.
You could have said I have a mother. I'm a daughter with a mother.
Yeah. That's what the lyric should be.
Yeah, I'm a daughter. I have a mother. It kind of stutters.
Even in the mother maiden crone, like, I'm either maiden or crone. Like, there's no world in which I would be a mother.
Mother maiden crone.
You know mother maiden crone? Like,
I mean, I've context clues. I know what the words mean, so I've put it together in my head. Yeah. That's an easy one. Knowing what each of those three things are and also how they relate to each other, yes, I can. I also love the word crone.
I do too.
It's a very good word, even though it could be maybe rude.
No, in this
rude.
Context, it's not. Me and my
no, not in the classic English context.
My coworker has. She told me about how her and her friends categorize either things as crone or ingenue.
Okay, now I'm losing the context.
It's like
that's French, so I'm.
Do you know what an ingenue is?
No,
like
that's
in
what I'm
the
saying.
Feminine
Not at
context. It's like a.
I do not.
Like a debutante, kind of. Like.
Okay.
Like an up and coming young lady.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Out on their own.
Yeah, like often like young Broadway stars will be called ingenues.
Okay, I have never heard that phrase.
You know what? I'm gonna Google it for you just to make sure I'm correct. An innocent or unsophisticated young woman, especially in a play or a film. So it's like, yeah, it's like the innocent young girl.
Dip my beef sandwich into an au jus. And just roll. We can run with where that joke would go. That's the joke. That's the kind of joke that the listeners can put together in their head.
Yeah, you tell us, listener, what you like about that joke. What it made you think of.
That's the kind of joke that you really can read between the lines and figure it out.
It's obvious, honestly.
What's you really don't have to even say the joke.
No, but I like it because it's like young soul, old soul. You know, ingenue crone.
Ingenue crone.
Young soul, old soul. Like, you know, TikTok star ingenue.
Okay.
Me, crone.
HR director, crone.
Crone. Big crone. Major crone entry. It's serving crone
energy. Giving crone.
Were you asking how I was? How I am?
Toilet. Giving crones.
Well, it's because you dipped your beef sandwich in that ingenue.
Oh, my. I don't think that's how you get crones.
No, you already have Crohn's, but it flared up because of the ingenue.
Oh, yeah, triggered.
Anyway.
Yeah, so how are you? What are you drinking?
Oh, I've got my new favorite drink, the High Noon. I love a High Noon.
Pistols at high noon.
Yeah, it's peach flavored.
Peach.
Very good. Okay. I also have mango and strawberry downstairs.
Oh,
I'm
you got
excited
a little mix
to try.
Pack.
But I
never get the mix packs. I've never been a mix pack.
I don't like the mix pack either because there's always one flavor that you really don't want in a mix pack.
Yeah. For me, it's like there's always just one that I do.
Oh, you only want
like,
the one.
There's gonna be my favorite, and then I'm just gonna say, well, I don't need the variety.
Yeah, for me, it's like a mixed pack will be like peach, mango, margarita.
You're naming this one. You're naming the one you have. Peach, mango, pineapple.
This isn't a mixed pack. It's 4 separate packs.
You bought 4 separate. You made your own mixed pack.
Yeah, there's 4 in a pack.
Oh, I don't like those either. Give me
I don't
6.
like it. Give me a 6er. Like, come on. But no, it's always
Give
like
me the classic American number.
It's like peach, mango, pineapple, and you're like yes, 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 and then it's like grapefruit or like
guava, watermelon,
and you're like,
yeah,
I don't want that.
dragon fruit's passion.
Yeah, or just like lemon, and you're like,
yeah,
no. Like,
peach, the delicious fruit of the South. Mango,
the best fruit ever.
Lovely. Pineapple, everyone's delight.
Tropical
fun. Taster's delight, as they call it. And then green grape.
Yeah, and it's like what? Like the trash fruit.
Yeah,
the
one that people sample.
Honeydew melon flavor, yeah. And you're like, why? Nobody even likes that.
Cantaloupe surprise.
Right? Like the worst ones. Or like, what's that stinky fruit? You know,
jackfruit.
Is that the stinky one? No, that one smells like juicy fruit, doesn't it?
The stinky fruit.
Yeah, what's the durian? It's like durian flavor.
I think jackfruit is this. I think that's jackfruit.
Is it really? Hang on.
I think so. I mean, look it up. We'll
is
check. Viewers,
jackfruit durian?
Listeners, hang on.
There are 2
We're
different
getting to the
fruits.
bottom of this.
They look really
different.
similar. I think.
Oh, they're both like they got all the spikes all over them.
Yeah, they're like spiky looking. It's like a
They're
spiky
not allowed to
mango.
We're not allowed to have 2 fruits that look the same. This can't be allowed.
And yet we do.
And here we are.
And look what this world hath wrought upon us.
2 fruits, very unique but similar.
2 fruits, both alike in dignity.
New jackfruit, never worn.
Wow, that's the saddest.
So sad.
Saddest.
New jackfruit, not a durian. Wow, so sad.
Wow, really saying a lot. So, what else is going on with me? Well,
yeah, as I ask, it's been a while. We haven't recorded in a minute. We had to take a week off.
Why did we do that? Well, I'd love to answer that question.
Hey, Alex, I have this big burning question. It's burning it's burning a hole in my pocket and my brain. Why did we take a week off?
We took a week off because if you'll remember last episode, we discussed that I had a big pain in my leg, in my calf.
And I want to say you downplayed this.
I did, because I didn't want to freak myself out. And that's what we talked about, was like me WebMDing my brain and being like, oh my God, it's calf cancer, you know? Like,
well, yeah,
I'm having a calf stroke. Turns
Blood's
out
about to fall off.
What it was is exactly what I thought it was. It was a blood clot. It was very painful and very scary to be diagnosed with that, but I got on blood thinners and the pain is pretty much gone. Very cool.
Very nice. You're sitting at your desk again?
I'm sitting at the desk. That was the other thing. The pain was so bad, I couldn't sit at my desk because like the pressure on the back of my thigh like created like a
I hate this. I hate this so much.
Tube of
Ooh.
Like the way I pictured it is like the blood clot is making the blood flow in my calf like thin, right? And then I sit on my thigh and it's also putting it's like twisting a hose and having it like
oh my God,
expand. And it was like
the cartoonish, like you twist the hose and then it starts turn into a bubble.
That was
and
what
Dad's really mad.
Felt like in my leg when I sat at my desk, so I couldn't sit at my desk. I
love that
was bedridden for like a week because I couldn't walk.
Hoses don't do that.
No, hoses don't do that.
What a beautiful creativity that someone thought that they did.
They're creating a fanciful world for us all,
When I'm angry, steam doesn't come out of my ears, folks.
I wish it did.
My head doesn't turn into a tea kettle and pop off my body.
I know. When I eat a spicy pepper, I don't turn into a train whistle.
Yeah, your tongue doesn't become bright orange.
My top of my head doesn't fly off because there's so much fire in my head because of the spicy chili. When
I was a kid, I thought that if you got hit in the head, you would get that little lump that would like stick out of your hair.
I did too.
I always thought that was true. And I was like, I hope I never get hit in the head.
Hey, God willing.
Hey.
But yeah.
Count my blessings. Then I fell out of a hammock.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, I was about to make a wild claim that I've never fallen out of a hammock, but that just can't be true.
That's a lie. That would surely be a lie.
But I have to had.
Yeah. You've like fallen out of chairs.
Yeah, easily. Fallen off of the couch, fallen out of my bed, just fallen.
I was going to say, fallen down the stairs.
Just a regular fall.
Just fell. Now that's a reason to go to the doctor, folks. If you just fall.
If you just fall over, then
unrelated to anything else, no external stimulus, you just fell.
Yeah,
usually
maybe
a pretty good sign.
Checked out.
Usually a sign that it's not an external thing. But anyway, so you were laid up. You were laid up and up and out.
It was scary there for a minute because WebMD does tell you.
Yeah, that's a very scary thing.
If you have a blood clot, it will go to your lungs and brain, and you will immediately die. Turns out, pulmonary embolism, you won't immediately die. It is very dangerous, and you can die from it. However, it doesn't just
roll the dice.
Kill you. It doesn't just straight up murder you.
WebMD isn't giving you the exact Vegas odds on that.
No. Yeah, so I had to go get an ultrasound. Oh, here's a great story about my ultrasound.
Okay, let's hear all about it.
I go to the doctor, right? And he's like,
It's like a dolphin. This is like something like dolphins do to you?
Yeah. Well, I'll get to that part.
Okay.
So I go to the doctor and I'm telling him about the leg pain and he's, squeezing it and looking at it and measuring things and whatever.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah. For real.
Poking it.
And he's like, he was like, hey, you're on birth control, right? But we switched you to a new birth control. And I was like, no. We started me on birth control, like flat out. And he was like, oh, that's no good. Because birth control gives you a high risk of blood clots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you use nicotine.
Science loves women, and we take
scientists
we take great care to make sure that they're as safe as possible.
Yep. We all really care about that. So he was like, okay.
So this doctor simply is lying to you, actually.
Yeah, he was big time lying. Yeah. But he was like, there's an ultrasound appointment at 4:30. It's 3:45 right now. I'll tell them you're coming. Get on over there, because it was in a different city, because the ultrasound people in my area had left for the day, which is cute because it was like 3 p.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, good for them. Hey, you know what?
Quitting time.
Fair enough. They all fucked off to...
The ultrasound whistle blew.
Yeah, and they punched their time cards and all went to Anchor Bar to have some blue lights. So we rush up there. I'm nervous. We get there, and the nurse comes out like pretty quickly and calls me, and she's like, hey, we actually don't have an opening. And I'm like, I'd like cried on the way there, like in the car. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what's gonna happen. Brad, my husband, was like, he's dealt.
Was he with you?
Yeah, he drove me there.
Okay.
But he was like, I've like dealt with blood like he hasn't, but like his family has, and he's like, you get blood thinners and you get compression socks and you like call it a day. Like it's all good. Like no worries. But I was like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Anyway, so we get there. They don't have an appointment.
Your microphone loves that voice, by the way. Your microphone is picking up whatever voice you're doing very well. Cutting out just.
Yeah, so there's no appointment. So I'm like, you know what? I need a fucking beer because we just drove across.
You know what we love a blood clot
hey,
to have?
Guess what's a blood thinner? Alcohol. No worries.
Yeah, okay.
My doctor never said avoid alcohol, so
well,
that's what the high notes are for.
I think every doctor does say it every day.
Yeah, but I feel like if it was like...
They say that as like a baseline.
If it was a problem specifically for that, they would be like, you're going to need to not have any drinks while this is ongoing.
I might be joking around here. Sue me. Hey, sue me. I might be joking around.
So anyway, I spend the evening like nervous, worried... But I have,
of course,
an actual ultrasound appointment at 7:30 in the morning because that's that's like the only one they had. And I was like, as long as we do it early, like I'll feel less nervous. So I have a few beers. I go home. I'm still really nervous. So I take a gummy to go to sleep. I take a little, I took maybe 10 milligrams.
Interesting.
Go to sleep, wake up, get ready, go drive myself to the ultrasound appointment, and while I'm driving, I'm like, damn, I'm still like so sleepy. Turns out I'm high as a kite. I'm fucking stoned as shit because that gummy I took at like midnight didn't hit me until probably like 2 or 3 in the morning. So I'm just riding this high fucking, and I'm like,
this is wild.
Dude, it
out of
was
control.
So uncomfortable. I drive to the suburbs. I'm high. My car mirror is broken.
Allegedly.
No, it's legal to be high here. It's not legal to drive high, but whatever.
So allegedly,
they didn't catch me while I was doing it, so that's their problem.
You know what? The alleged hole has been dug too deep. I can't say it anymore. I can no longer pass off this as a bit.
Well, I didn't even realize I was high until I was like halfway there, and I'm like, my eyes are so like itchy, and I feel so like groggy, but like
why am I so stoned?
I feel stoned, and then I'm like, oh
what
no, I
hell?
took a fucking gummy last night. Oh no.
The little thing everyone thinks you fall asleep and it's all gone.
No. It stays.
Think and again. So, guess again, bitch.
I have to go into this fucking room with this like no nonsense ultrasound tech. Like she is like classic.
They're no nonsense. I've had ultrasounds before.
No nonsense.
They get down to business. They just cover you in that jelly.
Oh, dude, I spent a good 5 minutes with that roll of paper towels wiping that jelly off my leg. Like,
oh, I hate that they just give you paper towels. Like,
I know, and they're like the worst paper towels.
You feel like such a slut when you're like trying to paper towel that jelly off.
Dude, it's so true. Clean yourself up.
Yeah. Money's on the dresser. The ultrasound tech looks at you. You disgust me.
I know, and I'm just like, and I've got the dumb little like paper cover like half over me, but she had to go all the way up to like my groin to get like the whole like leg.
They're thorough. They hit it all.
So I'm like, I have like the paper like just covering like my crotch, but my whole leg is out with like just so fucking much jelly.
So much jelly.
And I'm just like patting it away, like, and she's like, you got time to get dressed. I'm like, get dressed, I'll see you outside. I'm like,
yeah, meet me in the car in 5.
You know what I did appreciate though is while like she was doing it, and I assume this is so she can see the screen like better, but she like turned all the lights off and had like just like one little like
they do it in the dark on. Yeah,
and I was just laying there like, but I was like so high. I was just laying there with this person like smearing this fucking slop on me and like pressing
it's
down
so
and my
weird,
leg is in pain and I'm just staring at the ceiling like, what the fuck is happening?
The hell did I get myself into here?
Dude, you're probably wondering how I got here. Like,
yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find like a certain kind of club where you'd have to like pay for that.
Truly. And then what I did appreciate
There's got to be ultrasound kink.
Oh, for sure. I bet there is.
That much jelly?
It's more of a jelly kink. They just found like the right
the machine's
scenario.
cold too.
I'll say the jelly
I guess it
wasn't
starts
cold, which I appreciate.
The jelly isn't, but like the machine is.
Yeah. And she was like pressing pretty hard, and it was not comfortable. But what I did appreciate about her was like once she saw it, she was like, "Yep, you got a blood clot." And I was just like,
it is cool. I had the same thing happen when I had my ultrasound, and the tech could confirm or deny. Like the tech will tell you.
Well, I was worried,
which is nice. Like they didn't like leave you hanging.
I was worried because they're a tech, they wouldn't. You know, like they leave it to the doctor. The same thing happened to me. Yeah.
But when I had my ultrasound, the tech told me I had nothing to worry about, and then the doc confirmed. Mm-hmm. Like a day or two later, which was cool.
My thing was, since it's a blood clot, like, I love my doctor. He called me like right after he got the results, and we're like, obviously they told you it's a blood clot. I sent the prescription to your, pharmacy. You should be able to pick it up in like an hour. Like, I had my medicine within 4 hours of getting the ultrasound.
Nice.
Because it's an emergency or whatever.
Yeah, it's like very time sensitive for sure.
And like, yeah. And because I had to go off my birth control, because that's what caused it, I was TMI, everyone. Trigger warning, blood. If you haven't already gotten it. Because I went off my birth control.
Hold on. I'm actually going to tune out too.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm actually also going to like mute. Can I stop? No, go ahead.
I like started my period because it's hormonal, like it prevents it. So once you stop it, you start your period. And it was just like, like I should have been getting transfusions. I was like,
oh my God.
It was insane. It was freaking The Shining. Like, it was wild.
Red rum.
Dude, truly. And I had a follow-up, and I talked to my doctor about it, and he was like, yeah, that would happen.
The elevator doors opened.
Truly. Because not only did I start my birth control, which fair enough, that starts it. Understood. But then I'm on blood thinners, so it's just like,
ooh, yeah.
It's getting through the barriers, like it's Capri coming Sun. Out, man. Dude.
It's Capri Sun at this point.
I know.
I'll just say that.
Never mind.
Twice.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I won't make all the jokes because nobody. It was like no, I won't say.
No one. Okay, all right. Well, while you waffle back on that a few times.
Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear my joke?
What I want to hear is hear the sound of this can opening up. Mm. And this is a non-alcoholic IPA.
Interesting.
I'm doing a sober September.
Good for you.
Post Labor Day. Oh,
not
a psycho. Not a fool.
You don't celebrate Labor Day, though. You live in Canada.
We have Labor Day.
You guys do Labor Day?
Yeah, it's like one of the holidays that's the same.
Wild.
Christmas.
I didn't know that.
Christmas is the same. Obviously, New Year's is the same. Mm-hmm. We're on the same calendar. Mm-hmm. Halloween is the same. Mm-hmm. St. Patrick's Day is the same.
Right.
Valentine's Day is the same.
But I just kind of assumed like all of our bank holidays were different.
Memorial Day, not the same.
Yeah.
Here we have Victoria Day, and it's a week earlier.
Okay.
A week earlier than Memorial Day.
Right.
But no, Labor Day is the same.
I guess I didn't realize Labor Day was an international holiday.
I think that may be the extent of it. I
thought it was like Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Like I thought it was specific to our country. Maybe like not that any other country didn't have like a Labor Day type holiday, but
a workers recognition day. I mean, I'm surprised we do. Kind of surprised we have that. I don't know. I'm curious about why Canada do. Canada make me wonder much.
That's not this podcast anymore, so I'm not gonna find.
You're not gonna do a deep dive?
No.
I'm not gonna bring up my note of we gotta find a format again, and we gotta get back onto a format.
No.
My biggest note that's underlined and circled. Gotta get back on a format.
I'm doing a not sober
very
September
nice.
because
sloppy September.
Yeah.
I toss you the rag. Clean yourself up.
The fucking giant roll of those brown paper towels that like
the
barbecue restaurants give you.
Yeah.
Where it's like this is
worthless.
Useless. Yeah.
Yeah, this just smears it around.
Mm-hmm.
Why would why do they give you
They should do like a hotel or like restaurant thing where they just have a bunch of rags.
It would be It would be very funny if you got an MRI or an ultrasound in like Texas and it was just barbecue sauce that they were smearing all over you.
Mm.
The tech like is dimming the lights, but because with one hand they're like running the instrument over you, but with the other hand they're like eating ribs.
It's like, is that the instrument? That felt like food. No.
he looks over and says, "Oh God!" He's eating the instrument and he's rubbing a bone on you. He's rubbing brisket on you.
He's just dragging a piece of white bread all over me.
Yeah, he's got like a peppercorn sausage that he's just digging into your thigh. Oh my God!
Wait, that's mine.
Wait, switches real quick.
I'm like, what happened? Nothing.
You're high. You're so
and I'm
hungry.
So stoned. I'm like, can I have some of that?
Just like, can I have some of those ribs?
Ugh. Yeah. I didn't like it, and I have to get another one in December after I'm done with my blood thinners to like check everything's going to plan. Everything's gone. But I feel like you
need a follow up. You need a healthy follow up.
Yeah. I feel like it is because, like I said, the pain is like, dude, within like 4 days of being on blood thinners, I could like walk fine. Like, because I used to have, I had a limp where like,
what's the name of your blood thinner?
Eliquis.
Eliquis changed my life 4 days later, and I could almost walk normal. I could play with my dogs again.
Dude, truly though, it hurt so bad I could not walk. But yeah, now I'm fine. And I have to, like move around and you
gotta be a human being.
The fucking Googling, of course, ruined me in a second way where I spent like $40 on nice compression socks, and then I messaged my doctor like, hey, when should I use these? Like, are they
like,
an all day kind of thing? And he was like, there's no proof that compression socks do anything, so wear them whenever you want because they're just fucking socks. And I was okay.
Return them, you idiot, is what he was saying.
Yeah. It was like, they're whatever, just wear them or don't, like it doesn't fucking matter.
Hey doc, I just got these compression socks. They got silver ions and like copper fibers in them.
And he's like, that sounds like, cool.
He's like, cool, maybe you can keep your crystals in them. I don't know.
Truly. So there's that. But yeah, I'm all good now. All good. Cool. Not going to be on birth control ever again. At least any birth control that has estrogen in it, which sucks because I'm pretty sure estrogen is the only one that works for me, because the reason I take birth control is because I have
you know what?
PMDD.
Hey.
No,
okay. I'm more of that. Not that you had that, but
I have a disorder basically that's like diagnosable. Called PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, I think is what it stands for. And it's basically like I get super depressed before I have my period, and like I have really like bad painful periods, and like it's just a cool, fun thing.
Believe it or not, I am aware of this. Not that you have
well,
it.
you are my best friend. You are aware that I have pain, that I experience pain often.
Oh, that, yes. I also know what that means. One of the few. Hey, one of the good guys.
You know what PMDD means.
I'm aware of it, yeah, that it exists.
Good for you. Good for you.
And to all the fellas out there, educate yourself.
Yeah. If you want to be around a woman,
It's the least you can do.
Be sympathetic to women's health issues. Please. They're very upsetting.
To completely get away from that subject.
Okay, let's move on. Sorry, I have a fruit fly fucking hanging around.
So this is the first time I've done a sober month, and I've actually entertained the non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah. How is it?
And you know what? They're cool. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're like
they've
tasty.
gotten a lot better.
They're so much better.
Yeah.
I like the Corona one is really good. Sun Brew. And it has a shit ton of vitamin D in it. It's got 30% of your daily vitamin D.
That's nice.
Which is really weird.
Yeah. I mean,
but
cool, I guess. Yeah. Like,
cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. Like, hey, thanks, Corona.
Not sponsored.
Unless we're talking about the other one. Then we very much are sponsored by
the sun?
virus.
Oh, yeah, we are actually.
The virus, Jay.
Oh, okay.
Very much
can't
sponsored
believe
by
I
that.
went straight to the sun Corona.
You went to the sun nerd, you idiot, fucking dweeb. You went to the Poindexter.
Look, whatever.
Look, your blood's real thin. You're drinking.
It's not going up here,
High noon. You're thinking of the sun. You got sun on the brain.
I got sun on the brain, even though I can't see it.
Even though you can't see it, and summer's over, folks. Sorry to hear it.
Dude,
Sorry
it's
to break it
fall.
to you.
It's fall in
It's
Western
fall.
New York, baby.
It's fall in Southern Ontario, which isn't a real place, but it's fall here.
I mean, Western New York and Southern Ontario are...
Western New York's
the
a real
same
place,
place.
though.
It is. I mean...
Yeah, Southern Ontario is not a real place.
It's a region in the sense that, like, North Texas, It's that, like, little...
Western New York
pocket.
is very... Yeah, Western New York is very North Texas. Mm-hmm. And that people go there because they have to.
I like both places, all right? I like
Hard pressed to find people
better.
who like... Hard pressed to find people who don't have a very good reason to like North Texas.
I like it.
That like it.
I think it's cool.
I think it's fine. You don't have to convince me.
Yeah.
I like it. But I see where people come from when they don't.
Yeah, I get it. Honestly, though, if it was in a place that had, like, if it was exactly the same, but it was in a blue state and had better weather, I think people would actually really like it.
If it had better weather, it was better people, and was on the water, I would love it. So if it was, I can't think of any cities that are like that, though. Can't think of any cities that are like better places with better people at a better location, and then it would be great. Then it would be such a good place.
I can't either. So
what is holding back Dallas? I just can't. What is holding it back?
Shut up.
You can't walk anywhere. It's blisteringly hot. The people are all awful.
Kind of assholes.
Yeah. There's a bunch of cars everywhere. There's no public transit. What?
Why doesn't anyone like this place?
Yeah. Why don't people like this? There's no culture. It's just a bunch of banks.
Aw, there is culture. Come on.
There's culture. We shot a president.
Culture.
The president
We
got
all
shot.
got together and shot a president.
Everyone got together.
Great
there's
museums,
culture.
stockyards.
I mean, I don't know if there's. Would we say there's great museums in DFW?
Yeah, the ones in Fort Worth are like world-class museums.
The modern is good.
The modern
the
is
modern.
good. The
Kimball is fine.
Kimball's great. The DMA is awesome. As far as like what they have, I would say the Fort Worth art museums are better than the DMA and the Nasher. The Nasher's cool, but it's small.
Yeah,
it's very
small.
You can get through there in half an hour easy.
You're hitting multiple museums that day if you've got the Nasher on your list, or you're like on your lunch break.
The Fort Worth Zoo is world class. It's like one of the top 5
Yeah,
zoos.
but zoos are sad.
Zoos are sad, but it is a good zoo.
It is a good zoo. The Dallas Zoo is depressing. It's the most
Dallas
depressing
Zoo
place on the.
Sucks.
That's
Dude,
like
that place is yikes.
I have 2 memories as a child when I experienced like true sadness. The first one was when my dad explained the concept of death. And that no one, not even him, would escape it. And the second time was when said dad took me to the Dallas Zoo. And I saw the baby elephant in the hot concrete playing with a giant, like, dusty ball. And I was so sad.
Oh my God.
It's the most sad I've ever been, aside from learning about death. Aside from the mortal coil being ripped from over my eyes. The veil of
oh my God.
the veil of ignorance being stripped from me, innocence lost. The truth of the universe revealed in this one moment in a garage.
Oh my God. No, but yeah, the Dallas Zoo sucks.
Yeah, Dallas Zoo's a piece of shit.
It is weird to me that
The animals are so sad there.
Yeah, they're not great. I haven't been in at least 25
why
years.
Why would you go? The botanical gardens are cool.
Also in Fort, I was going to say it's weird that
The
Fort
Dallas
Worth
ones are cool. The
has
Dallas
really good, like better cultural stuff than Dallas, whereas Dallas is like the more international city. You would think.
Yeah,
that,
but it's all like it's restaurants that are overrated. That's Dallas culture. And some of them are good.
Yeah, there's good ones for sure. Yeah.
Dallas is a great 4-star restaurant town.
Yeah.
The 5 stars are not good.
Yeah, the Michelins are not going to Dallas.
No. The 4 you want the 80% Rotten Tomato, the 70 to 80% Rotten Tomato restaurants. Those are what you got to look for. The Perot Museum is awful, terrible place.
I've never even been.
It sucks. The building is very cool, which is, I mean, this is just like, but the building's cool.
I think I would really.
Yeah, I can see that from the road.
Yeah, anytime I'm on 75, there it is. Like great place.
Some very cool technology in the building, in the architecture.
Gonna say, I think I would really enjoy the Perot if I could go when there was a guarantee that there would be no field trips or children whatsoever. Then I think I would really like the Perot because I love a science museum. I'm a sucker. You show me if you have any sort of display of like electricity, I'm just like, wow. Like
I don't know. I'm telling you, got to go. You should go. We should go. We'll do a live in the field episode. We'll take our recorder out on the town.
Update, I am faster than DeMarcus Ware, but I am not faster than a T-Rex.
Yeah, the T-Rex did eat me, but the Komodo dragon did not bite my ankle.
So, I'd say successful.
So, we learned a lot today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the new format. Live on the field.
Yeah, we'll just a podcast, but where we're at somewhere, which I think there is a podcast that exists that's very famous.
Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly, but I've never heard of them, so.
We'll do field trip the podcast. Just go to like the Natural History Museum in Fort Worth.
Where in the world are the horse girls? There you go. It's the segment.
It's perfect.
That's a live pitch, and that's in the book. It's done on the calendar.
Genesee Country Village.
Don't know what that is.
It's a living history museum like an hour away. Living history.
I don't. Yeah, it's from you?
Yeah, an hour away from Buffalo. And it's like
okay. Like a village? Like a town?
Yeah, it's like an old...
Like a pioneer?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I just learned about one that's up here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll go do that.
Hey, that's what we do now. That's our new format. It's just going to pioneers' villages.
And like Amish stores and
yeah.
We'll go to Fort Erie.
Yeah. And we'll cause a problem because we'll be making a scene.
We'll disrupt the entire.
We'll just interrupt the tour to make jokes on a microphone, on a Zoom recorder.
Yeah. No, we should. I don't hate it though. Actually.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Oh wait, I just remembered. You had a bad week as well.
I had a week. We both had weeks.
Yeah, yours was not physical health related.
Mine was mental health related.
Yeah. Do you want to spill the tea?
Yeah. Oh, it's just I had a very very wild week with a very problem now ex-roommate.
Oh, is that the story? That's the whole story?
That's the story. That's the whole story.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you for joining us.
What's the tea? So we'll catch you next week. That's it. Next week when I'll reveal
just keep
the next.
Teasing your
I'll reveal the next sentence. I mean, I don't like it's been a week or two now since it happened, so I'm not just running it through my head every day.
Right.
I just to keep it short, I had a roommate who wanted to break their lease early.
Mm-hmm. And we were all fine with that.
And I said, if it works out, if I can fill your spot in time, I'll let you do it. But if I can't, then you're on the hook still, because we're both roommates, both pay rent.
Yeah.
I don't make any money in this deal. You have to be on the hook because we're splitting rent. If you're not on the hook, then I am. And obviously, your bill's not my problem, right? Like, as far as there's like a legal agreement made.
Right.
And for a moment it looked like it wasn't going to work out for them. It looked like they might have been stuck with the bill. And I had to deal with this guy like coming up to me in the morning, and basically like their argument was they should be allowed to fuck me over because I could fuck him over, which I couldn't. As I was trying to explain, like, no, we have understanding. Like there's a legal agreement.
Is not me fucking you over.
Yeah, you paying what you
arguably that's
on to do.
The world that we live in fucking you over, but
yeah, it's
unfortunately
the planet that the society we live in doesn't isn't great, but
allow for you to just not pay your bills.
Yeah. If there's someone you want to have help with paying your bills, maybe your roommate is the person. Maybe your roommate's not the person to ask.
Right.
It was incredibly uncomfortable to hear this very bizarre appeal to emotion.
Mm-hmm. That
they should be allowed to stick me with their bills. I don't even I think a lot of it was like a lot of privilege. A lot of privilege was showing.
Right.
As a saying, you really showed me their whole ass.
So what it was basically like he couldn't find a place.
No, he had double booked himself.
Oh.
He had signed a lease for September 1st while he potentially was still on the hook for September here.
Oh, I gotcha. Because
me finding someone to fill his room or to take over his lease,
right,
was difficult. Because I'm doing it on short notice.
To me is like he should you're doing the work to find someone.
Oh, yep. Apparently that doesn't. He's not concerned about that. That I am doing the work that I'm doing to do a favor for him.
Right.
That I don't have to do.
He should find or like be a part of it, or like
he said he was like, I could have been. Like,
yeah, you could have.
Great. Yeah, hey, let's play the what if game.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, but...
Yeah, and you wouldn't have to be stuck with the bills. But, no, so in the end, it did work out.
That's good.
It all worked out for the best. So
you
now...
found a good roommate?
Yeah, it's all going well. And
is he already in? Yeah, I guess he moved in September 1st.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. So that all works out. So consider that. Consider that everything is worked out. My former roommate, will now get his last month deposit back.
Right.
Because I have filled the place. He will get that money back. Everything is working out. I have done him the favor that I said I might be able to do if I can pull it off. I pulled it off. He gets what he wanted. He's moving out. I say, all right, great. He's like all out, packed up in the van. Yeah. I say, all right, cool, dude. Like,
good luck to you.
I just need the keys, and you're on your way. No.
What?
He says no. He says
giving you the key?
Yeah.
What?
He won't give me the keys until I give him his deposit back.
I can almost see his logic.
Almost.
But it's like...
But if you don't give me the keys...
Keys are changeable. Like, it's not like...
Yeah. This is what I was trying to say.
It's not like you're holding the singular key to the apartment. Like, you don't have any power if you have a key.
Right. Like, there's no cards to be held here.
Like, okay, I'll call a locksmith and get the locks changed and get a new key, and then you have no, weight in this situation.
Yeah. Like, why be so obstinate in this scenario? Like I've done every favor I've said I'll do. I've been as nice as possible. I've done all the work to suit your situation.
Yeah.
And then to be like, no, I'm not giving you the keys till you give me the deposit back. Which even I'm like, well, if you haven't given me the key, in my head I'm like, well, if you haven't given me the keys, you haven't moved out.
Right. Yeah.
Also
yeah. Huh. That's very weird of him.
Yeah, it was so bizarre. And because of course I had to wait for money to come in to have, I've already paid rent. I've paid the full rent out of pocket.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for new rent to come in.
Right.
So I can have enough spare money left over to now toss him back his.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's we're talking a lot of money, right? That you don't necessarily have on hand, at the drop of a hat.
Right.
And that's what I told him. It's as soon as I have the money to give you, sometime today. It's not like it's not gonna take a while. It'll be sometime today. I'll send it over to you. Paying the rent comes first. Obviously, I had to do that.
Yeah. What the heck?
And he's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna take the keys with me, and when you send me the deposit, I will bring the keys back. I was like, and at this point, I'm just confused.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with these truly the strangest brain in the world. And I'm thinking in my head what? Yeah, just I can't fathom what is the move? Why?
It's so weird that all of a sudden you guys are against each other.
I know, it's so strange. I asked him, I'm like, why are you you're holding the keys hostage? First of all, I can cut new keys.
Yeah.
I have the keys.
I mean, in my mind, him having a key is a safety issue.
Oh, for sure. That's the other thing.
Yeah, you just
don't
want someone who doesn't live there to have
it's just
the key.
Inappropriate, and it's inappropriate for him to take them, and it's so disrespectful. What does he think? I'm gonna steal his deposit?
Right.
Buddy, why would I do that?
Yeah, whenever have I given you an indication that I'm
if anything,
hold
it's the
this
other
over you or whatever.
My reaction to this entire situation has been this is the exact letter of our legal agreement.
Right.
And we're going to honor that. And he's been the
Yeah.
one who's constantly trying to get out of it, right?
Yeah.
So then he has like the distrust of me, which I just like. So it just like the whole situation was so stressful.
Very weird.
Very weird, very bizarre. And I'm like, also at the end of the day, again, the dude just basically always just treated me like a landlord.
Right.
Like, which, you know, bad vibes from like the get go. But
Yeah.
they never manifested it in anything until recent.
Until he's moving out, which
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say, is like he's being very like defiant the way that you would be to a bad landlord, but it's like this agreement between you two is roommate. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, you don't
It's just an
own
agreement
this
that
apartment.
states we're equal. Like,
Yeah.
it
You don't own
serves
this
us
apartment
both
at all.
the same way. Yeah.
The only control you have is you're the one that keeps staying. Like, roommates come and go, and you're there.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
pay.
like-
I do all the communicating with the landlord. Mm-hmm. Another favor, another nice thing.
Truly.
No roommate of mine ever has to talk to the landlord. I take care of that.
That's incredible.
We have
I
a
would
we have
love
a good
that.
relationship, so it's easy for me. But
Yeah.
you know, I pay the bills, do all the handling of all that, and so yeah, it's just this like difficulty with the whole like. I was like, God, he couldn't even move out smoothly.
Right. That's very...
Yeah, I mean, and then there's like a million other little things that I'm not going to get into, but those are the broad strokes of that week.
That's just, that's that weird, like, yeah, like, I want to stick it to the landlord, but he's really just sticking it to you, but he probably in his mind is thinking like, oh, I'm really doing something here, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think
I'm asserting my, power and control as a tenant to the landlord, but it's like,
I think there was
an
error.
Tenant.
I think there was an error of like trying to assert some form of dominance.
Yeah.
Considering he was constantly trying to screw me over.
Yeah.
And I just kept saying like, no, we have an agreement that protects me from you doing this.
Right. Like, what the
But
fuck, dude?
flip side, it protects you from me doing this. That's why. And so I think it was just like a last ditch effort to like try and like have a little bit of power back. But I don't think it was from like I don't think it was from a tenant trying to stick it to the man type attitude. I don't think this guy has that. I don't think this guy has those kind of bones.
That's the toot I'm getting though. Like he was treating you like a landlord.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
Which to me is him asserting that, like, maybe not fully completely him doing that, is him being like, I'm sticking it to the man, but like it is.
I didn't get that.
It does have a little
vibe.
bit of that air, given that he was treating you like a landlord.
Yeah, I think he wanted to treat me like shit because he never got his way.
Maybe.
And I think it was that privilege again.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like a brat, you know, like
he couldn't walk all over you, so he was throwing a tantrum, basically.
Basically, yeah. And I'm just confused. I'm like, dude, you're not. Like, there's nothing to win.
Like, yeah, we're on the same side. Like, I don't.
I helped you out so much. Like,
yeah,
I did. I came through on everything you wanted me to do. Extra agreement.
Like the fact that you found his replacement is insane to me. Like that he would act that. Like, it's not insane to me that you would do that or agree to that. Like, that's fine. Like, that makes sense. That's nice. So whatever. Who cares?
Like, I want to help. I want to help the dude out, of course.
But like the fact that he would act like that when you have done that.
Oh, exactly, and that's what was
weird.
That was what threw me off so much. That was like, despite everything I've done, I'm still being treated like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Like, and like you know, for someone to have told me they are comfortable with screwing me over.
Yeah.
to then not trust me, to my face, to then not trust me. I'm like, what is this? Like, I've
so
never like dealt with a person this just like out of sorts.
Yeah, completely like out of pocket actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. You know,
when he said no, the first thing I said was, "Are you not moving out?" Like,
right? Like,
but
all your shit's in that truck.
But you just took all your shit out.
Like you're leaving, right? Like, what
yeah. It's like, dude, the race ends right there. You're at the finish line. Just cross the ribbon. Just walk through the ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not walking through the ribbon. You can cut it. You can cut the ribbon for me. Then I'll walk through the ribbon. Like,
fucking what?
Like, what? What does this do for you?
Like, that's so. It's so.
The best part is when he brought the keys back. He didn't even. He sent his friend.
Yeah, probably because he's kind of embarrassed. I would be embarrassed if I acted like that.
I don't want to
see. I don't want to see that guy because I acted like a jackass and
now I had the fucking the handshake and everything ready to go for him.
Just like really like kill him with kindness kind of thing, like
kill him. I might have slept in a little. You're a disrespectful piece of shit in my farewell, but
all said in that handshake.
All said in that handshake. Hey, you're gonna look me in the eyes before you leave. Man, yeah.
What is with people lately? Just
people have been nuts,
acting out of pocket.
Out of pocket. What is this? A cue ball? What is this? A cue ball that won't refuses to sink?
Like the main character syndrome that has been on display. Truly.
Because we caught up off air, we've run the numbers on some other
what's weird
issues
is
like this.
It's all, to me, it all boils down of I'm the main character in my story, so I must be the main character in your story, which is like not true. Like,
yeah,
for anyone, like I am the main character of my story. That's true. Of course. Because it's my story. It's me.
That's how perception works. That's how perspective works.
That's how self works.
It's like the concept of one.
But like the idea that I would ever expect anyone else to cater to my story is insane.
You would never. Yeah.
No.
If I have a problem, I'm going to deal with it. And I'm going to deal with it in the way that doesn't affect other people.
Yeah. And if other people do have to get involved, I will be empathetic to the fact that it is my own situation.
Yeah.
Like,
of course. It's wild.
Dude, people truly be wildin' out there.
Hey, stay safe out there, folks. It's
2023 is the Mercury in retrograde of years.
Oh, yeah.
People are being wild. Like
retrograde, what are these my report cards from elementary school?
Oh my God. That you know what? I'm going to give it to you that was a good one just because it was layered.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
It was a good layer. I'm gonna give it a B+, given that there could have been more layers.
Well, that'd be I guess a more contemporary grade.
Current grade, Mercury
current grade,
in right now grade.
Mercury in today mode. Oh, hey guys, careful guys! I'm going retrograde mode.
Watch out! Watch out!
Watch out! I'm Mercury mode.
God. No, but seriously, people, to those of you who listen, all 6 of you or whatever it is, stay in your lane. Shut the fuck up. watch the fuck out.
Don't disrespect anyone.
Don't fucking be the way that people are being. You're not the main character, unfortunately.
Treat people nicely. Just be nice.
For once in your life, Jackass Matt.
Hey, listeners. Nice. Hey, to all the listeners out there, for fucking once in your life, could you be nice?
For one fucking time.
If I could get you to be nice for one moment, that'd be great. Maybe call your mom.
Our job.
Call your mom.
Call your mom, if you can.
Her mom. And if you can't, well,
hey, I'm sorry for your loss.
Maybe you can be rude.
Yeah, maybe you've earned it. You don't have a mom. Why am I being rude?
Why are you just digging? You are just digging in on that one.
I don't know. It's because I didn't make the Gushers joke that I was gonna make earlier.
Oh my god, that's what it was. God. Okay.
You went with the Capri Sun, the 90s thing, and then I thought of the Gushers commercial, and I'm...
Oh, you did hear my joke. You did hear my joke then. Okay, you didn't react to it.
No, I acknowledged it. I didn't react very big. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't do anything. You said under your breath, that joke sucks. I heard you.
I did say that. That's true.
You said, that joke sucks. Let me make a Gushers joke.
I did, and then I didn't follow through on the Gushers joke. Until 45 minutes later. And I didn't even make the joke.
Hey, listeners, clean yourself up.